Well, hello, friends, neighbors. John, your whiskey neighbor here. Welcome down to the Nook. It's Sunday, so I'm going to shoot some samples. And like last week, I want to do a little blind. I'm only going to do 2 instead of 4, but in some ways, it's a continuation of last week. Last week, I did, blind 4 entrance malts for Highland Park. So that was Magnus, the 10, the 12, and the 15. This time, again, I don't know at all what's in here. The color dots are here. This time my son has poured them and put them down. But these 2 malts are certainly not entrants. These are the 18 and the 21 year for Highland Park. And they're both pre-Viking era. So this is before they changed their whole lineup to be Viking inspired. So why don't you pour, a lightly peated, sherry influenced older Scotch. If you've got the 18 or the 21, even better. Pour a little dram, and when we come back, I'm going to blind nose, taste my way through, tell you my preference. Just for fun, I'll guess them, but it'll be a little bit more about what I'm tasting and what I like today. 3, 4. Thanks for coming back. Hopefully you found a nice, little bit older of a dram to pour and sip along. As I said in the opener, one of these is the 18 and one of these is the 21. I don't know which. And they're very similar. I mean, of course, similar in age, but certainly being from Highland Park, predominantly ex-sherry, ex-European oak, I think, and then some ex-American oak, mostly sherry influence, though they might have some ex-bourbon in them. I think they do. I don't know enough about the proportion or the ratios for these. In particular, can't run to the website because these are before the Viking era. So this is the the flatter label, the flatter bottle, not with all the Viking influence on it and whatnot. These are pre-Viking 18 and 21. Okay, enough chatter. It's time to start nosing and tasting these 2 high-class whiskeys. Oh, sorry. We'll call it Red Dot today. Oh, that's a nice nose. Light fruits, light orange. A little bit of cocoa powder. Yeah, slight almond. I have had the 18 before, but I have never had the 21. Wow, that's an incredibly similar nose. Here I'm getting a little more salt. Yeah, a little more earthy brine on the green dot. Yeah, in comparison, this is now a little more fruit going on here. What is the fruit? I'm actually getting a light cut, golden, delicious apple, so it's a softer, sweeter fruit. I would say some characteristic honey I often get with Highland Park. This continues to move a little bit more brine, a little bit more earthy notes to it. I think I mentioned chocolate first on the orange and not on the green, but now I'm getting a little more cocoa espresso on that. Yeah, they are clearly a house style. Like I'm focusing on the differences rather than sharing the similarities. I'm surprised, I guess I shouldn't be, but at how similar they are. This orange one now is tending towards more fruit notes, and this is for me more savory notes. So I went more into the espresso, more into the light chocolates, more into that salty briny, not overly, but just a little bit. Whereas this now, I said golden delicious, I think, but it's just a bit more maybe cherry. I got orange first on that one. Not to say there isn't a wisp of orange here and a wisp of other fruits, and then it comes down to which one do I like. Very much a mood thing. Now, right now, I'm liking a little more savory, a little more dark, a little more kind of brooding. So I'm going to say the nose right now, green is what I'm liking the most. All right, time to sip some whiskey. Let's try the green one. I'm going to try to sip it first. Tell you what I get. Sancha. That is really, really good. It is now a little bit of cooked down chocolates. Oaks are nice and present. Um, that brine brooding, something going on there, almost turned into a bit of a nice smoky. Fruits are still not right up front. They're definitely like an older cherried or orange rind. Those notes are there, but what comes up first for me would be more of that savory palate, more of that oaked, more of that smoked salted chocolate. All right, we'll try the orange on the palate. Sancha. Again, a little bit of soured fruit coming up first, and wrap it around with some of that earthy, salty, oaky, and actually now on the early finish, a little more spice than I was getting. Even though the green is more earthy, this now kicked up some spice. Gonna try another sip of the orange. My second sip. Starting to sing my tune, because now that those fruit notes up front are really being wrapped around by more earth, more salted caramel, oak, some leathering, that older woods, older tasting. Oh, okay, that one got pretty good. Gonna try again. I might speed or cut this up. Sorry to go back and forth. These are excellent scotches. I mean, clearly these are $200 to $400 range, depending on your market. They're not entrance scotches. I think it'd be nice to warm up to this level, but they're quite good. It's interesting because I'm gonna go with my preference, and I'm gonna tell you why, of course, and then I'm gonna guess, and it might be opposite of what you think. So my preference is the green here, and right now it stayed. It was so well balanced. It is less fruity, and less spicy, which are normally two like just things I'm looking for in whiskeys across genres. I like good expressive fruit, and I like spicy whiskeys. Like well balanced spicy. But the way this is coming together right now is just beautiful. It's just exactly what I would like in an older conversation whiskey. So I'm saying green is my favorite. So that brings up, why isn't orange the better one for me? It is brighter fruits and more expressive spicing, both of which I normally like. But it's a little bit almost bitter in this current presentation. And if I had a little deeper samples here, I definitely would be putting some water on it. And I wonder if a little bit of water wouldn't restore some balance to this one. So it's a fantastic scotch. I love both of these. But currently, right now, my preference would be green and then orange. If I was guessing what they are, I think I've chosen the 18-year-old as my favorite and the 21-year-old as my lesser choice here, which is surprising, of course, because 21 more age and certainly you pay a little bit more for the privilege. Let's see what the reveal is. Well, it's a good thing I don't do this for a living. I'm happy that my favorite today was indeed the 21-year-old. It's a beautiful, beautiful dram. And I'm surprised though, because what was leading me to think that this was the 21-year-old, even though it is the 18, is it was stronger. And I thought, you know, if I could just proof it down, just a half a drop kind of thing, it might restore the balance. And yet 18, I think, is 43%, and the 21 is 47.5%, because it's pre-Viking era. This 21 is gorgeous. It's an absolute beauty, and I will savor the last drops for sure. You know, thanks for joining me here. I don't know if any of my notes match your notes. It's been forever since I've had a sample of the 18, and I've never had the 21. But I appreciate the chance, Sean. Thank you for getting for hosting that tasting, and that I could participate in it. And thank you guys for joining me. Why don't you comment below? Do you like the 18? Do you like the 21? Have you had either, neither? You know, what are your thoughts? Thanks again. You guys have a fantastic week ahead.